All right, guys, it's Matt with Jameson's Tractor here. Today we are going for a little ride, and this is the heaviest load that I've pulled with this truck so far. And so I figured I would take you along with me and let you experience it with me. Hopefully it will help somebody understand, what this truck is capable of, and maybe when they might want to move to a diesel or a 3500 or something like that. But today we're hauling a 2022 John Deere 4044M. It's like a 45 horse machine. This one has a loader and a backhoe on it. And it has the rear tires loaded. So we're just getting turned around in here so that we can get out to the highway. We've got, so the tractor itself, just the tractor is about 3,800 pounds. The loader weighs around 800 pounds from what I can tell with the bucket on it. The backhoe is 1,400 pounds. And the tire fill, it's 114 gallons to fill those tires. And if you just take, the base weight of, a gallon of water, you're looking at about another 1,000 pounds. So the tractor itself is coming in right around 7,000 pounds. The trailer is listed at 4,800 pounds. Now I need to actually take this thing out and get it, take it to a scale and get it weighed. I think that would be interesting to do and find out exactly what the weight is. So you got 4,800 pounds plus 7,000 pounds. So we're at almost 12,000 pounds. I definitely have another 200 pounds of chains and binders and straps and accessories in the little toolbox on the trailer. So, we're at 12,000 pounds. And then if you think about what I've got in my toolbox in my truck, that's probably another couple hundred pounds. So we're definitely at 12,000 pounds. We're probably more than 12,000 pounds. And total, I can do 16 with the way that this is set up. So we're not at max, but we're pretty high up the chain. So I'm going to cut to a video now of me loading this so that you can see that process of loading it and tying it down and everything. So that was my neighbor Casey waving at me. And anyway, so we're going to go to that, and we'll cut back to getting on the interstate here in just a minute, and we'll kind of see how this thing rides and drives and go from there. I always do before I get on the highway is I bring this, come out and check all my chains and binders just to make sure that everything is okay. 840 is rough. That one had loosened up a little bit. That feels pretty good. Yep, I think we're good. All right, guys, we are about to get on the highway here, and there's a pretty steep, I'm gonna see if I can grab the footage off of my camera that I've got in my truck, hoping that that works. There's some pretty steep, or it's not real steep, but it's an kind of on-ramp, and so we're gonna have to give it a little gas to get it up to speed, because at the top we need to be at about 70. So we want to see how the truck's going to do. Now, I do not have the pedal to the floor. It's possible that I might as well, I don't know, but I try not to be too hard on this stuff. I just want to get it up to speed and do it safely and as easily as possible. We're merging over. So once again, we climbed a pretty good hill on that, and that's definitely the hardest that I've worked the truck. And I'm going to set cruise at 73, and we're just going to see how it does. And like I said, I'll try to get some footage of the onboard camera on the truck so that we can see what that's looking like. Hopefully that'll turn out okay. I've not done that before. Also, this road is really rough. In terms of the way that it feels behind the truck, everything feels pretty good so far. It doesn't feel hard to control or out of control. I can definitely tell that it's heavier than what I've had on it before, but looks like we're maintaining speed as we're kind of going up and down the hills. We got a lot of, nothing steep, but a lot of hills in our area or Middle Tennessee. And so far, I think it's doing really good. Once again, you know, if you want to, you know, get on the on-ramp faster than that, you probably need to go with the diesel. But for me, I'm not in a particular hurry. I just want to be able to get up to speed safely, like I said, and do it quickly. Now, this is a pretty good hill that we're about to go up here, so we'll see what it does to maintain. I bet you we're going to drop another gear. We'll find out. Maybe we won't. Maybe it's going to stay right here. See, for me, this is more than enough power. I know that I could go heavier than this. You know, if I was hauling a 75 horse skid loader or something, that's going to be the next level of the power requirement, and it's going to work the truck just that much harder. But all things considered, I think that this is really good for most days of what I'm doing. Tell you a little bit about this tractor. I haven't really been, you know, spent much time on a 4044 before, but man, it's a really nice machine. It drives smooth. It feels like an electronic or electric over hydraulic HST to me. So the pedal action is very smooth, and I think you can adjust the sensitivity on it. But the loader control feels smooth, the steering feels smooth. The fit and finish on it is very nice. I'm pretty happy with it. And I've got my neighbor's L4701 at my house, and probably once I get this one back from it getting the maintenance and all that stuff, I may try to do a comparison video, because really, technically, they're direct competitors, even though to me, this tractor feels a lot more like an L4060 or L4760, but like the LE version. just in size and comfort, the way that it feels. But we'll take a look at those two models and kind of maybe see what they stack up to when they're side by side, and take a look at the features, and hopefully that'll be helpful for somebody, since we'll have both of them. So, but we got a rough patch of road coming up. We got a big snow. I say big snow. We got 6 to 8 inches of snow, which is pretty big for around here. About 6 weeks ago, and the plow trucks came through, and they've just torn everything up. Potholes all over the place, almost, sections of road missing. It's just atrocious, and I hate putting the truck and trailer through the stress, but there's really not much you can do about it. You got to get on the highway. A lot of times. So, but the truck's doing great. It's climbing up and down the hills. It's maintaining 73 miles an hour, which is, I think it's a good speed for what this is. I'm sure I could go faster if I wanted to. My fuel economy, this trip, I think I started pulling a trailer when I filled up. I've had some runs in between where I didn't have a trailer. I hauled something yesterday with the trailer. I'm hauling this again. I've done 183 miles on this trip, and I'm sitting at 10.1 miles to the gallon at the moment. When I wasn't pulling trailers, when I was just driving this truck by itself all the time, before I transitioned into my business, I was getting between 14 and 15 on a regular basis. And now that I'm spending a lot more time pulling trailers, obviously that's dropped. And I would expect, especially on a heavier load like this, I'm probably not going to get better than, I don't know, if I was doing a whole trip, maybe 8 or 9. A little bit lighter, I think 10 maybe, if I was just hauling around a small tractor or mower or something like that. But it's what I expected it to be honest with you. So that's the first time it's dropping down to keep climbing up this hill. And it's dropped the most gears that I've seen it drop, but it's maintained speed just fine. So, yeah, maybe it's possible that if I had a heavier load on this, it would have dropped speed on that hill. But for this, we stayed at 73 the whole time, and I'm actually having to slow down because there's a truck in front of me. It climbed up to just over 5,000 RPMs on that one, and the other climbs have been mid-3s. I have heard people say that they wish Chevy had to show you what gear you're in. I know that the Ford does that. That would be nice. I have no idea what gear that just was. I'm sure I could start counting, but I'd rather focus on driving and just let the truck do the work. But it's doing good. Guys, I think that's probably about it. We're about to get off the highway. And I don't think we're going to have any problems braking. But the road that we're going to get on is real windy and narrow, so I'm probably going to stop filming and stop trying to talk so that I can focus on that. I appreciate you tagging along for this video. I hope it's been interesting and informative. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I will do my best to answer them. And if you have questions about the tractor, this tractor that I'm hauling is about to be for sale. I'm just getting the maintenance done on it. It's very nice. It also has a 7-foot bush hog and a hay spear that came with it. And I couldn't fit all that on the trailer this round. But you can get on our website at jamesonstractor.com. You can call us at 615-200-0703. Or you can email me directly, matt@jamesonstractor.com. I once again appreciate you watching this video. Look forward to hearing from you.